Can you tell us what last week was like? We didn't get to talk to you after your big. We tried, but the
Yeah.
NFL won't let us after your big game in Pittsburgh. What was that like? Have you ever had a concussion before? Was it concerning? What just kind of walk us through what that was like?
Yeah, I mean, no, I've never had a concussion before. I did. I hit my head on the ground. He kind of, Cam Hayward got my legs, and I kind of just went down. I was protecting the ball, so I couldn't brace for impact. Um, and I went down, hit my head, and honestly, like, they thought that like I was knocked out, but I wasn't. I was just sitting there because when you hit your head, it hurts. So I was just like laying there for a little bit, just trying to collect myself. Um, and then as they was yelling everybody off the field to come on the field and get me, went into the tent. They was saying asking me questions and everything like that, and I was fine. Me personally, I think I could have went back in the game, but I think for protocol reasons and just making sure that I'm safe and that I don't really injure myself anything further. They pulled me from the game. But other than that, like I think I was cool. I never had a concussion before. But the Giants and the trainers, doctor did what they thought was right at the moment.
And then yesterday was obviously such a run heavy first half. What did you like? What did you guys see that you were trying to take advantage of there? And then the second half, what did you see out of Daniel Jones? Because he obviously took a back seat the first half. What did you see out of him in the second half that encouraged you?
Yeah, I mean, the first half we were just taking what was given to us. We seen that the run game was working, so we just stuck to it. We're trying to tip our hat to Washington, and they did a good job. The second half taking some of the run game away, but in the first half we really stuck to our roots. Went back to running downhill, and it was working out. We had like 100 some yards in the first quarter, so whatever we was doing, it was working. So I wasn't opposed to it. I was loving it. When we run the ball, I love it. But at the same time, I do commend some of the receivers. Wandell, Leak, Slay, they was in there, making big blocks, like just to make some of the big runs happen. So I feel like it's not obviously it's a run emphasis, but the receivers have a huge part in it as well. And then in the second half, they start reaping the benefits of it, because when you start running, the defense, they make changes to stop the run, which opens up some of the passes in the back end.
Thank you.
Yep.
Paul Schwartz.
Hey, Tyrone, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good, good. Unfortunately, your rookie year, there's more losing than winning so far. Are you noticing, is losing different in the NFL? You know what I mean? When you got 35, 30-year-old players, you got guys, married, kids, this has been their business for 10 years. Mm-hmm. What do you sense in the locker room after these games that maybe is different from what you've ever experienced before?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's different in the NFL. I think that it's more responsibility based in the NFL. Like we get paid to do this. So I feel like it's our responsibility to make sure that, we come out of this hole. Like, the coaches, they don't get to go out there on Sundays to play the game. It's our duty, our responsibility to make sure that, we go out there and do our part, do our 111th. That's kind of been the motto around the locker room, just making sure that we are being detailed and really everything that we're doing, on the field and off the field. So I feel like as a team, when that each individual is doing their 111th, it puts us in a better position to come out successful. But unfortunately, like that just hasn't been the case, this season. But I'm very optimistic that, things are going to change just because we have the right people in the locker room. We just we have to continue to take steps in the right direction.
Do you miss it? I mean, twice this year you've won a game, and you know what that locker room and that post-game felt like. And 7 times you've lost, you know what that felt like. You see other teams celebrating, things like that. Is there like something tangible that you miss when you don't win?
I mean, obviously you miss winning, like in general. I wouldn't say anything like tangible, but like I feel like winning and losing in the NFL, it comes down to the little details. Like I was saying before, it's not necessarily something big, that's happening. It's always something little, what I'm saying. It might be, one person might have missed a block, or one person might have been out of a gap defensively, that allowed for a first down or something like that. Like, it's the very small details in the game that when we're not on our A game, for the full 60 minutes, that's when some of the miscues and some of the big plays happen, offensively and defensively.
Okay, thank you, Tyrone. Thank you.
No problem.
Last one, Tom Ross.
Tyrone, I know you haven't been on the field for all of them, but I just want to talk about the 2-point conversion plays, and obviously you guys haven't been very successful at them this year. Do you feel like there's any underlying theme to that, or why aren't you guys able to capitalize on those big momentum plays there?
Me personally, I just feel like we just need to execute a little bit better. It's not necessarily the play call itself, is more so just our execution. The ones that we did have against Washington just played it well. If you look at the defense, they were playing zone, and the play call that we had wasn't the best play call for a zone. But I think that when we're all out there, we're all being detailed and just executing at a high level. I think it'll come around. Yeah, obviously, the chips ain't fall our way this last game, or when we do call the 2-point conversions, but it's something that we can get done. Obviously, you want to get points, any way you can. And I think that's what Davis is, trying to do. He's trying to, go win the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, and as a play caller, as a head coach, that's what you're doing. Like, he's aggressive, he's a dog, like, and that's what he's known for. He's a great leader. So whatever he calls, like, as an offense and as a player, we have to go out there and do it to the best of our ability and make it happen.
It must be strange, though. You just scored a touchdown. You're excited. Momentum's on your side, and then you fail on the 2-point conversion. You kind of come off a little deflated from it, right?
I mean, yes and no. Obviously, like I said, you want to score. You know what I'm saying, every time you're on the football field. But as an offense, we're happy we're scoring points and not field goals, because the differential would be like, a different amount, if we just scoring field goals and other teams scoring touchdowns. So, yes, you want to score, 2-point conversions and do all that, but we also understand the significance when we have, a 13-play drive or a 16-play drive. Like, that has wear and tear on the defense. That's how has wear and tear on their mentality too, and they coming out the next series. Like, dang, we just got drove, all the way down the field, 16 plays, and they scored. You know what I'm saying? They still thinking about that. So, yeah, you want to score, but at the same time, like, we also understand that, as an offense in general, we're in the right spot.